So welcome back. You are watching the Connect Network TV on the WDCW channel 50. The excellence continues, y'all. I am excited because up next we have the remarkable Krystal Vernee, founder of the highly successful website I Simply She. I just love that name. Okay, so Krystal is here to share her insights on building a thriving business, creating multiple streams of income. Don't miss that. Okay, and the importance of strategic decision making with her professional and sophisticated brand. Krystal has captivated audiences and achieved impressive results. So get ready for the enlightening conversation. Welcome to the show, Krystal.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here.
Welcome. We're excited to have you. I mean, we're always looking for more ways to make money. So
absolutely. This is definitely, if COVID has taught us nothing, this is definitely something that should be on top of all business owners' minds for sure.
I love it. Krystal, creating multiple streams of income is a hot topic in the business world. And I want to know, can you share some creative strategies or out-of-the-box ideas that entrepreneurs can implement to diversify their revenue and achieve financial stability?
Absolutely. That's an excellent question. And you know what? I always tell people when they're looking for strategies out of the box or what have you, they need to go back to basics and go back to their foundation and their zone of genius first, because I swear to you, everything that I've done, that I've created, has really come from skill sets that I already have. And I think, as budding entrepreneurs, aspiring, or whether you've been in business for a while, we typically know how to do a lot of things. And where we get messed up is when we go to try and learn a new skill or see something that we, found on the internet that we try and go and learn and then try to implement it, and it gets us in trouble. But within your own business, there's no business today that survives on one product or one income stream. And so when something happens, like COVID, it's extremely important to have other ways to earn. So when I work with my clients, we look at what they already know, their existing talents, their existing skill set. We take that zone of genius, what they're expert at, and we see how we can make that multiple products. How can you take what you already have and diversify that particular skill set, whether it be a course, whether it be a coaching program, whether it be a book, whatever it might be? How can we turn that into multiple streams for your business?
That is powerful. And, something that really resonated, because I've heard it said that most of the time we're looking for so many streams, different streams, but really you might have one great stream that you just need to split into 7 different parts, So I think that that's very connected to what you're saying. And especially if you already have a brand and a name, look at all the different ways that you can take that into something, So I love that. Speaking of building a brand with you, Ms. Krystal, it is it's crucial for standing out in today's competitive market. What are some key elements and unique approaches that you've used to develop your professional and sophisticated brand that we know and love that's really resonated with your audience?
Absolutely. I think the first thing is really just honing in on my core values and what I really wanted to be known for, and what I wanted my brand to stand for. At the end of the day, I feel like my brand is bigger than me, or that's the goal, to leave a legacy and for it to be bigger than me. Going back to, my zone of genius, it would be the first thing, but also who do I want to serve? That target market, like who am I really looking to help with that? What is unique about my brand? Like what is unique about the product or service that I have? And how can I make an impact? And I think if you take all those elements and you really analyze those and put them together, you'll come up with something special, something that's not like anybody else. And I think it's really important, especially in the business sector, to be authentically and uniquely you. And that's really how you're going to stand out.
That is so true. And so let me hit you with something else, Krystal, because I know that I've fallen prey to this. We often get caught up in busy work, right? The difference between being busy and being productive. And we lose focus, and we're focused on activities that are not generating revenue. So how can entrepreneurs prioritize, revenue generating activities and avoid getting stuck in the trap of being busy but not being productive?
Absolutely. I think that the first thing is focus is going to be key. And I always tell people social media will have you fooled at what's working versus what's not working. But I'm an engineer by trade. And so numbers have always been my thing. And I tell people, actually take a look at your metrics and see what's working for you. And that actually will tell you literally what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing in your business each and every single day.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, the numbers don't lie, and when we are looking at our business, and that's the best way to compare, am I being busy right now and just doing stuff just to be doing stuff? Or am I actually being productive and working towards what's going to generate a result in my business? So you mentioned social media, girl, and we got to talk about this because that's, it's a big part of marketing, but if you use it the right way. So I
Right.
want to ask you, having a well-defined business and marketing strategy is essential for long-term success, as you know. Could you share some key components of an effective strategy and any unexpected challenges you faced along the way when it comes to marketing?
Absolutely. So I think the key here is to make sure, number one, have a product to sell or a service to offer. I think that's where we want to start, because a lot of times what I see is that people will introduce themselves, or they try to use their title as marketing. Like, hey, I'm a coach. Hey, I'm a therapist. Hey, but that literally just is like your title, and it's not necessarily indicative of the service that you can provide or the product that you offer. So the first thing, of course, is going to be to have a product to sell. And then I would always ask my clients, like, what do you really want to be known for in this space? Like, you might be, and that's where your unique value proposition comes in, right? You might be a coach, you might be a consultant, you might do social media, but what's going to be unique about what you have? And then also, when it comes to your marketing strategy, it's going to be really determining, okay, what platforms do I really need to be on? Do I need to be on all of them? I know we talk about like wanting to be everywhere, but when you first start out, it's really crucial, so that we kind of talked about, making use of your time and not just being busy, but actually being productive. You can really get lost in trying to be everywhere when really you need to focus on 2 or 3 places and focus on your presence in those places and build yourself up before branching out. Just some strategies that I like to work on with my clients in terms of when they're really getting started and getting their businesses off the ground. Challenges, I think for me, things not working when you want them to and how you want them to. And that's just a big part of entrepreneurship. It's just goes with the territory, but really sticking to, I know that I have value to add. I know that I can make an impact. I know that what I have can change lives, and continue to stay focused and just serve with excellence.
Yes. Ooh, serve with excellence.
Listen, we all said, you better go ahead.
I love that. I think that's so important. And, really looking at what is the best platform for you, not feeling the need at the very beginning to stretch yourself all the way across, because if the numbers on TikTok aren't doing what they're supposed to do, then stick to the platforms that are giving you the numbers you want, So when we talk about numbers, when we talk about data, we know that data-driven decisions can really make or break a business. So how do you utilize, you and your clients, data and analytics to make informed choices in your own business? And can you really give us an example of a data-driven decision that had a significant impact on your brand's growth? I'd love to know.
Absolutely. Data's in everything. Like I said, I'm an engineer by trade. I'm a numbers gal, so I look at the numbers all the time. And I think for most people, they want to look at their numbers because it's a scary thing, right? Especially if you feel like your business is not where you want it to be. You kind of stray away from looking at those numbers. But numbers on how many people you're talking to, numbers on, and a lot of people think social media, they focus on the vanity metrics of followers and likes, but those are still numbers. And they do tell you something about your business, or about at least the content that you're posting and how that might affect your marketing strategy. So don't look at it like, oh my gosh, I only got 10 likes today, no one likes me. Perhaps maybe this isn't the content that resonates with your audience. So go back and look at a post that actually got, more likes or more engagement, and do more of that. And that's really an example of how you would use data to grow your business. Me personally, I can tell you my journey as a coach when I first got started was rocky. And not really knowing like what I should use or do to connect with my audience when they were new to my brand, right? Because there's a lot of business coaches out there, a lot of brand strategists out there. And for me, I found that I had a quiz that works really well. A lot of coaches did not know. They didn't know what their niche was. Like they just came out and, like I was saying, were introducing themselves as, hey, I'm a coach. And that was kind of it. And so I realized people were having issue with trying to figure out like where they stood in the marketplace, how they should market themselves. So I came up with a quiz that could help them actually identify that, break them down, and help them ask themselves the right questions to be able to develop a proper marketing strategy.
So, Krystal, I love that. Like you said
I love
something
that.
super key about the quiz, because people just saying, people may not know that just saying, hey, I'm a coach, hey, I'm an author, hey, I'm whatever, is not them actually having a product or service. That is so critical because it ties back into the messaging and attracting the right people. So thank you so much for that. And I have to have one more thing to say to you, because I love how you broke down the actual numbers, right? Like we're talking about people looking at numbers, but what numbers are they looking at and what does that actually mean? So thank you so much. Like your expertise in just creating multiple streams of income, building a standout brand, but leveraging data-driven decision making is impressive. It's needed, to be honest with you. And so we look very needed. So we appreciate your insights and the way you have just shared your journey with us. So to learn more about Krystal and her sophisticated brand, visit isimplyShe.com and you'll find a wealth of valuable resources. Any last comments, Krystal?
I just thank you guys so much. And, I truly hope today what I've shared has been helpful. And I love you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Yes, Krystal, I love you too. So I'm going to definitely follow you on social. Can you please drop your handles on the gram so everyone else can follow you too?
Absolutely. Instagram is the best place to connect with me. I'm at I_simply_she, and also on LinkedIn at Krystal Vernee.
Yes. I Simply She. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was a great conversation there, because we've got to pay attention to those things, as business owners. So listen up, stay tuned. DMV, we have to tap into some of the trending celebrity news. So we've got some hot topics, y'all, you do not want to miss after the break. We'll be right back.